Hey, it's Sean here. We're going to take a look at dropshipping in Odoo, and specifically how to selectively dropship products. So what I mean by selectively is, well, let's take a look at how Odoo would normally do this. If you have dropshipping enabled in Odoo, and on a product such as this one, you have set that product up with the route dropship, like you can see it is selected here, then when you sell that product, Odoo will automatically create an order from the vendor and set it up to ship direct from the vendor to the customer. And if you happen to have it in stock, and in this case we do, it will not pull from stock, it will not sell it from stock, it's going to create that, that purchase order and take the drop shipping route. So we want to be able to decide when we want to drop ship and when we want to sell from our own warehouse. We want to be able to do that on the fly and per product, so not necessarily per order, because maybe in some cases you want to drop ship this product, but you're going to sell another product on the same order, which I'll put another product on here. And this other product, maybe it's not even available for drop shipping, which I don't think this one will be, and it is not. So in this case, this is the standard way Odoo works. I'm just going to confirm this order to demonstrate it. So there we go. So you can see as soon as I confirm the sale order, Odoo automatically created a PO here in RFQ status. So the order isn't submitted yet, but of course you can just confirm this order if you don't have an automation set up to go all the way to purchase order. Then it will drop ship to Marvin. So that's the standard way. Now, what if we don't want to drop ship that product? It can be done by, unselecting the drop ship on the product itself, but if you toggle that off, you're going to have to toggle it on next time you want to drop ship the product. So that's not a good solution, of course. And as far as I know, Odoo doesn't have any way to set this up so that you can selectively drop ship. But it isn't really very hard to customize to make it work. Let's take a look at the reverse now, where we could selectively do this, and then I'll show you how to set it up. Okay, we're back with the same order. Actually, I'm just going to create a new one. Should be able to just duplicate this. There we go. So here we have the exact same order with these two products on here, and if we were to run this right now, it would not drop ship. And apparently we don't have stock, but that's okay. What we have now is this column with route, and we can decide we want to drop ship this item. But if we don't check that off, I'd just like to show you the reverse. So remember, Odoo automatically drop shipped this last time. Now if we confirm this order with it off, no purchase order. Now if we decided we were actually going to drop ship that, so let's I'm actually just going to cancel this, and I'm going to order this product again. And this time I'm going to decide I do want to drop ship this item and not this one, and confirm, and there's your purchase order because it is set to drop ship this time. So pretty nice. Hey, you can drop ship or not drop ship on the fly depending on whether you have stock or not, or maybe the warehouse of the supplier is a lot closer to the customer, so it would make more sense economically. Whatever the reason you decide, on the fly, it's really easy to do if you set this up. So how do we set this up? Let's take a look at that. The first thing you want to do is, if you already have drop shipping applied to a whole bunch of products in whatever way, if you've applied it by product category. In our case, we only have it applied at a product level, so we're going to need to change that. So in order to do that in a mass way, we have to actually do an export. So let's go and find all of our products and go to list view. And then once you're in list view, we're going to filter. And what we want for a filter is we want routes is in Dropship, and confirm. And then we can see in this case, if we select here, we have a total of 57 products. So we would want to export all of those. And make sure to tick this box so that you don't duplicate products when you re-import. You need to, all this does is add a column that has the product ID. Then you can really remove everything from here. If you want to leave anything just so that you can see what some products are, like the name or whatever, that's fine. So I'll leave that and routes. And that's enough. So we're just going to export those two columns. Doesn't matter, XLS or CSV. And this part's really simple. We just need to change the route for all of them to buy only. So like that, and then if we just double click here, and then I'll just use control and down arrow to make sure that we made it all the way every one. So there we are, all 57 products are updated. So I'll save this, and then I'll close this sheet. And then what we need to do is just from this same place is import. So I'll just uncheck everything here. And you'll upload your file. And this number 79 was the one that we had open. I'm just going to double check actually. Oh yeah, that's it. Preview was enough. And we've got the external ID, internal reference. We don't need to bring the internal reference back in, so I'm just going to close it. I just make a habit of only importing the products that I care about and the fields that I care about for particular import. Really big mistakes can be made very easily with an import-export, so minimize the amount of data that you're affecting. That's just my rule of thumb. So we've just using the external ID and the routes, which we changed. So let's just test this. And everything seems valid, so we'll import. There we go, 57 records are imported. And now that we've done that, if we go back and look at our products and do that same filter, so route is in Dropship. There are none. Perfect. So now that we've done that, Odoo will no longer automatically dropship products. But we still have dropshipping turned on. I'll just show that to you as well. See, dropshipping is still selected, so the feature is still turned on, but we have no products set up to automatically dropship. Now, we need to get that dropshipping selection, so the route selection in the sale order, and that's the next thing that we'll look at. Now, when you're doing that, the process is different depending on which version of Odoo you have. If you're on Odoo Community, you will not have access to do it the way I'm showing you. It's a very easy customization, but if you're not a developer, you're going to want to get in touch with the developer to get that done for you. Since in our case, we're in Odoo Enterprise and actually Odoo SH, we can use Studio. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a sale order, and we're going to pop this open. Actually, I'm going to show you in the actual live view here because it's already set up in here. I'll show you the process from the beginning. So here we are on actual live account. And if we go into here and we want to add that option to dropship in this area, so you would edit the list view, and we need to be in developer mode. So for developer mode, I have a shortcut, but I'm going to show you the long way because you probably don't have the shortcut available. So you go into settings. You have to have credentials for this, so if you don't see this activate developer mode, then you have to use a different user or get your user account to get access to that. Now we're just going to pop back into sales and back into Studio and into our line items here in the list view. And again, we're going to look for, oh, actually, I don't think we even need to add it here. I don't think it's here. No, it's not. What you need to do is go to View and Show Invisible Elements, because it's actually already even added to the line items here. So it's right there. I'm trying to expand it, but I'm not sure if it's going to let me. No, it's not. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so route. Okay, so two things that you need to do. So currently it's invisible. So I'm going to uncheck that. And now it will be visible. And I want to show it by default as well. So you know how you can toggle on or off columns. In this case, now it's going to show by default, and you can toggle it off. And the other thing you need to do is you want to remove this limit visibility. Unless you want this only visible to certain groups in your company, then you can set that up, but I'm just going to make it visible to everybody. There we go. So now, if we close this, route is now available right there. Pretty snazzy. And that's it. You can now selectively drop ship products on the fly when selling.